my mouth,
Right.
it shall not return unto me void,
Right. It should not return to me void. Go on.
but it shall accomplish that which it please, which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right. And it shall prosper in the things wherein I sent it. So this is the word of God, the Bible, the Holy Bible, baby. You understand? So the words of the Lord are going to come in effect. So as I was saying earlier before, in the midst of these guys coming up against us, what the Lord is doing is the Lord is stirring up that hatred amongst Esau and amongst Jake too. Because you got certain Jakes in America, man, they getting ready to go against Esau. So that spirit, that spirit of racism is intensifying. And we're gonna show you the precept, brother. Can you get me a pocket if you can? In 2nd Ezra, what is it, 15, 16, where it says one man shall stand up to fight against another man. And that's what you're gonna have. You're gonna have one people stand up to fight against another people. Go on, brother.
It's Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season,
Right, to everything there is a season. Go on.
and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Go on.
A time to be born, a time to die,
Right.
a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that
Right.
which is planted.
That's right, and we're in the time of plucking it up. The Lord planted this society, okay, that we call the revival of ancient Rome, okay, which is brought back after their perdition, and the Lord is going to pluck it back up again. You see, going.
A time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up.
Yeah, and the time to pluck up and to build up. See, that's what the Lord is doing. Okay, the Lord is building the society up, and now He's going to destroy it. Go on.
A time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. I can't wait for the time to die.
Right, and it's going to be a time of dying. And a lot of these bar drinkers, because a lot of these are niggas too. A lot of these are nothing but Irish niggas. Worked out their mind. They want to stir a strike, they want to fight, and they want to bark, and you know, walk like they tough guys. They're not going to do nothing, man. They're not going to do nothing. They can't do nothing. They won't do nothing.
Because even though they look white, they still get treated like niggas anyway.
Right.
That's
That's
why
all
they
they
go
are,
their own
man.
pubs, man.
That's all they are.
That's why they go their own pubs where they drink, man, because they get treated like niggas too, man.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
A time to get and a time to lose,
Yeah.
a time to keep and a time to cast away.
Right, and the time to get and the time to cast away. So it's a time to lose and it's a time to get. So we've lost everything as a nation. Now we're going to get everything back. And Esau got everything, and it's going to be a time to lose everything. You see how that works? Okay? But that is a time and a purpose under everything. Go on.
A time to reign and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Right, and we're speaking right now. Go on.
A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of
So
peace.
this time, so we're coming into a time of two things. We're coming into a time of war and a time of hate. And that's why you have these bar drinkers out here, these Irish bar drinkers. They want to come up against us. You understand? Because they see what's happening on TV and they're getting emotional and they want to do something, they want to act silly. But really, and all that, besides all of that, that was a waste of time because they didn't wind up doing anything. They didn't wind up snapping us up, punching us upside the head. They didn't do anything. So what was all of that rah-rah about? Nothing. Went out the door. A waste of time. And these men got grandchildren. These men are old as hell. They old as hell. Okay. Right? And they got grandchildren. They come out here acting like children, man. It don't make no sense. You got these men out here that's like 50 going on 60 years old. And they come out here and they want to fight against us. But really, they should be teaching us something.
See? Let's speak about old people living together.
Right.
But then, according to what, man? According to their terms?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, these old men, they're supposed to be teaching us something about life, and here they come out here acting like they children. They want to start drama, they want to fight, because they ain't got nothing else to do, and they want to just be a bar drinker all day. Come on, man. There's more than life than just drinking yourself to oblivion. Go on. It's ridiculous, man. And they want to talk, you know, fuck you, you can't, you nuts, and this shit, that, rare, and they don't want them doing shit on. Waste of time. It's a waste. They want to scare us, they want to threaten us, they want to think that they can run us out the street. You're not going to run nobody out the street, man.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going to happen is this. You go against the men of the Lord is going to deal with you and he's going to destroy you. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be all right. You're always going to be all right. Go on, brother. Be good. And that's the power of the Lord. The Lord can have all manner of hell break loose in one city and have the men of the Lord at peace. See, so that was the power of Yahweh working out logic along with us already. So when these things happen, man, we're supposed to be confident in the Lord. Go on, and we're just two men, like the brother said, we're just two men standing out here. We had a bunch of bar drinkers come up and try to rise up against us, talking at rah-rah, and they didn't wind up doing anything. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? We got to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shah. And that's how you know that we got the truth. That's how you know that we have the power, man. We have the spiritual power, all right? And the spiritual power that we have interact with us is Yahweh Shah, man. He's the spiritual power behind us.
Because we're sent to do this even unto death, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Even unto death, man. So, see that? It's Proverbs 17 and 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted as wise.
Right.
And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed as a man of understanding.
Right.
Because those guys are not many other talking, man.
That's right. Because, I mean, we don't come out here like we're bad guys and talking that talk. We don't come out here. Guess what? At the end of the day, the Lord is going to get these guys, those bar drinkers down there. The Lord has got their number, and something's going to happen to them. It happens all the time. You come up against us, you get got. Simple. And them guys, they ain't no wise, man. They just a bunch of children, man. They're old men with grandchildren, and they act like children in damn self. Go on.
Because he barely listened, called us Muslims or whatever. When that's what the scripture says, man. As Ecclesiastes 11 and 7.
Yeah.
Blame not before thou hast examined the truth.
But you know, though, brother, they're not going to do that. They're just a bunch of low lights, man. They're a bunch of, you know, low. They're not even on the radar. That's for our people. But I see your point, though. I see your point. Con, you know. But the thing about it is, man, you know, that's how you know that this society is about foolishness. Because the thing about people is what they do is they'll look at you and they'll blame you about something. But they got to examine what they're saying. You got to examine the matter. You can't just say, oh, you're this and you're that. You have to examine the matter because you can get yourself into trouble. But, you know, being at the cave dwellers that they are, the mountainers that they really are, they're gonna have that mountainous attitude. That Caucasus Mountain attitude, you see. That's just the thing. No order, no discipline. Just drink themselves to oblivion until they drop dead. That's how they get down. You're wrong. I'll tell you what, brother. Give me that 1 precept down. One master son of this
this is our second Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right, and that's all this is, the words of prophecy. Okay, you can call us all different type of names. You're nunch, you're faggot, and you're whatever. It don't make a difference. We're reading the words of prophecy, and these words are going to come into effect real soon. Go on.
Which I will put in thy mouth,
right,
saith Yahweh,
right,
and cause them to be written in paper,
right,
for they are faithful and true.
They are faithful and true. We trust in the word of Yahweh Shah. Go on.
Fear not the imagination against thee,
right.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Right, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. Meaning the unbelief. So if you don't believe in the Most High power, that's your business. Okay? The Lord's just going to have to deal with you on that regard, man. I don't care if you don't believe. Because not everybody's going to believe. That's written, that's already written. The scriptures tells us in Romans the 3rd chapter, for what if some did not believe? Should it make the faith of the Most High go without effect? God forbid. Meaning hell no. So the words of the Lord are still going to come in effect, whether you believe what we're saying or not. It doesn't make a difference. What's going on? You know you guys are Israelites, right? You guys are God's chosen people. No, Drake don't want to hear the word. No.
That speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that includes the 2/3 of our own people as well. They're gonna get caught out there with their ass hanging. Okay, like we always say, man, like a lot of you, even the guys out there that wanna straddle the fence, they don't know whether they should be in the truth or whether they should be in the world. Okay? You gotta pick and choose where you're gonna be, man. If you're straddling the fence, even up to the last end, then the time of verse is gonna be over. You can't ask a brother, yo brother, can you break this down for me? That's gonna be out of the deal. Go on.
2nd Ezra 8 and 15.
Go on.
For many great miseries shall be done to them that are in the latter time.
Right.
For many great miseries shall be done to them that are in the latter times.
So it says many great miseries shall happen in these times. Okay, so that's why we have what we had earlier before. We had a bunch of bar drinkers thinking that they can just run us off the street. Like they got some sort of power, found out that they didn't have no power. They was talking all that rah-rah and they got up the street. So what was that all about? That was just a waste of breath and a waste of energy. Go on.
That at times shall dwell in the world,
Right.
because they have walked in great pride.
And a lot of times that dwell in the world because they walk in great pride. So great miseries are going to happen on the streets of London. And these bar drinkers, and then that bar over there is going to close down real soon. You see, this is the thing, man. A lot of these Edomites, when they get drunk, that's when they tough. They tough guys now, when they drunk. You know, when these so-called Europeans, they act tough because when they drunk. But when they in their mind, when they in their right mind, they're not so tough afterward. They're just a bunch of cowards. That's what they are. A bunch of cowards, man. Go on, brother.
Back to 2nd Ezra 15 and 14.
Come on, go on.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And woe means destruction. Go on.
For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh.
Right, and the sword and the destruction draweth not. And what sword is this talking about? What sort of specifics is this talking about? Go on.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Right, and that's what you're going to have. You're going to have one people stand up to fight against another people. All right, and this is prophecy, and this is something that Ezra the prophet spoke about. You're going to have one people fight up against another people. And we've just witnessed that today. You got a bunch of bar drinkers coming up here trying to cause confusion because they think, because the way we look, we're Muslims. So their whole thing is we got to get these motherfuckers off the street and we got to kill them too. Because they think that we're Muslims. You understand? But guess what? That hatred the Lord is stirring up. That's the Lord's doing this right there. All right?
Of Israel.
That's the whole thing going on. So you're going to have race riots is what I'm saying. You're going to have race riots of all sorts. When the ball gets dropped, and when there's chaos on the street, when they decline the crash, when they declare the crash of this whole entire system, people are going to resort to the violence. People are going to show their true colors. It's not going to be no hiding in the closet no more. Okay, you're going to have so-called whites going up against colored people in this country, vice versa. That's what's going to happen in this realm of reality. Real soon, it's coming real soon, and you can feel that. You can feel that vibration too. You can feel that in the spirit. Go on.
One people shall stand up to fight against another.
So this is something that's going to befall in these last days. That's part of the miseries that's bound to come in these times and days. All right, in this society, in this revival of ancient Rome.
And swords in their hands.
And swords in their hands, but that might be the bat, that might be the gun, that might whatever weapon they got in their hand. That's what it's going to get down to, and that's why these cops they're going to have to patrol the streets and control everything and put things into martial law standards. Okay, that's where this thing is going, man. And this is we're living in some beautiful times. Go on.
For there shall be seditions among men,
Right.
and invading one another.
So you're gonna have seditions among men, invading one another. Go on.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their action shall stand in their
You're gonna
power.
have a lot of these bar drinkers. They're gonna rise up against their own government. They're gonna rise up against their own government, man. They're gonna try to rise up against so-called big bros. They're gonna rise up against Muslims. They're gonna result into rising up against the government. And guess what? The government is gonna have their weapons on deck, ready to shoot their asses right where they stand. Theresa May already passed the bill, right? I believe it was Theresa May, but there was a bill that was passed, and within that bill, if somebody is suspected to cause some sort of terrorism, they can be gunned down on point, on site. And as you can see, when the incident happened in Manchester, they had this law that was brought forth out of that incident, and the law that was called Operation Temple, which the police has the authorization to ask the Secretary of State if the military can help them out. So they gradually merging the military, in the picture and doing away with the police. Because they know when this society collapses, a lot of people are going to go ape shit, ape wire, and that's what it's going to be. Go on, brother.
When that thing happened, with those guys, the 3 guys with their fake suicide vest, the police responded in 8 minutes.
Go on.
And that's quick. But the time it was not fast enough. So they need more people, they need more police on the streets.
Right, they need more police on the street, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to have more police on the streets.
8 minutes was not fast enough.
Right.
See, that's a spirit, man. Giving us different elements of the time.
Right.
See, we get the demons,
Now we got this
we
ring.
get the rain. Okay?
Go on. You're going to have to read for now.
I'll be ready, man.
Yeah. And what I meant, brother, is you do your thing, because I can't read.
That's good, that's good.
Come on, hold that. That's good. Come on.
I need to save the box.
Yeah, wait. You know, brother,
It's sealed up. So that's the run. Might be alright, let's go.
okay.
This is Isaiah 19 and 2.
Yeah, go on.
And I will set up the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Right, and you're going to have that happen as well. Because that is not talking about the ancient Egyptians, no. That's talking about amongst the so-called Europeans, man. So you're going to have them being divided against their own government. That's what you're going to have, man. You're going to... Yeah, so read that part again.
And I will set up.
We got to be at the end, brother, man. Because, whoever it is, right, we was dealing with those people like you said. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, after we got done dealing with those people, now we got to deal with Train now.
The trouble is, as gold is, I think, as gold is refined in a furnace, man.
Come on.
That's right. It's not for their benefit, but for our benefit, man.
Right.
The suffering, the faith, the trial, faith. Right. When you go through those things, when it's for your benefit, man, to try, to refine you, man.
That's right.
When I at the beginning, I used to be scared, man. I used to be nervous when I'm out here. But now, man, you're facing the thing head on, man. You know what I mean? So what's that, man? The stone thing. I read that earlier on in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. I make it your face.
Your heart against their face.
Yeah. Let me get it real quick.
And that's the whole thing, man. Because the Lord is putting us in order. Because we have to go through turmoil to get to the other side. It's something that we have to go through. You know what I mean?
Especially if you know that the Lord controls all, man, then you understand.
Right. And then you don't get nervous. You don't get scared. Because you know the
He's
Lord
controlling both sides.
That's right.
Ezekiel 3 and 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces.
Go on.
And thy forehead strong against their forehead.
Right, so the Lord gave us a certain power, man, where we can just stand our ground and face up to the max. Like right now, we're facing up to this rain. We just got done facing a bunch of bar drinkers, a bunch of lunatics, losers, that have nothing to do with their lives. And now we have to deal with this rain now. So all of this is nothing but to build us up. So the Lord is showing an example on what he's doing for his men. So when the real shit hits the fan down in this city, okay, when these people are getting shot down in the street by the cops, we're gonna be cold children. We'll be laughing because we've already been made hard as a stone. Like the apostle brought out the saying, the word endure means to make hard. So how do you make hard? How do you make somebody hard? They gotta go through a lot of shit to be made hard. Okay? And that's the bottom line. That's how you become strong, when you go up against resistance. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, you know, I lift a little bit of weights and stuff like that. I mean, if you want to get that good body, hey, you gotta go against gravity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lift those weights, and you gotta go through that resistance.
Let's not trust your strength.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's not trust your own strength.
Right. No, but I'm just making a point. The point is that basically, in order for you to become stronger, you have to face resistance in some cases. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. And that's what all of this is all about. All of this is all about is to refine us and to make us strong. Like the brother was saying, to make us pure. Refine us refine us in the fire. Okay, go on, brother.
Verse 9. As an adamant harder than a flint have I made thy forehead.
Right, as an adamant as a flint, and the flint is hard, man. Okay, if you touch it the wrong way, you might cut your fingers or something like that. Shit is hard. Go on, brother.
Fear them not,
Yeah.
neither be dismayed.
Right. Yeah, it says
At
fear
their
not.
looks.
Right. It says fear not and neither be dismayed at their looks. And we're not afraid of these people out there, man. We're not afraid of no bar drinker. Because a bar drinker ain't gonna do shit. He's gonna do something that the Lord tells him to do. Alright? Even these cops, man, they're cool with us. These police officers, they're cool with us. They know what we're all about. And they keep coming, and I mean, even at times when the cops come up, they're gonna arrest us. They want them not arrest us. Why? Because this is the Lord's show. The Lord set up his men, the prophets of himself, to proclaim the word. Okay? Go on. And you're not going to change that. No one's going to change that.
Neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
Right. And though they be a rebellious house. And most of the people that's in those bars drinking, is, you know, most of them are probably Irish and stuff like that, you know? Because they're Israelites too. The Irish are Israelites as well. And, you know, you got a rebellious spirit among our people. They don't want to find out, you know, what we're bringing out. They just want to be rebellious and they want to act silly. They want to cause confusion. Go on.
Because we gotta get them off the streets, innit? This is Acts 5:38, and it says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone.
Right.
For if this counsel or this work be of men,
That's a good one.
it shall come to naught.
Right, so it says if this counsel be of men, then it shall come to naught. So, see, that's what I'm saying, man. See, that's a beautiful precept, brother. See, that's the whole thing. See, if this counsel wasn't of the Lord, we would have been overthrown. We would have been dealt with. We would have been on the street.
But the thing, other Edomites came and defended us.
Right.
They formed the human chain.
Right.
See that?
Right, right.
Yeah, they were holding hands, you know, surrounding us,
Right.
with those guys,
Right.
until they go away, man.
Until they got away.
The bitch was calling other people, hey, if you guys are not agree on one and
Right,
come
right.
and help us.
Right.
London, she really knew though.
That's it. I know.
She really knew.
But see, that's just the thing, though, man. That's just the thing. The Spirit of the Lord has got us guarded. There's a spiritual guard among us.
Okay.
So when people try to rise up against us, whether it be bar drinkers or the cops, they can't do nothing really with us, man, because the Spirit, Yahweh, is with us. All right, and that's just the thing. And read that one more time, by the way.
And now I say unto you, refrain from these men,
Right.
and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men,
So if this counsel that we're doing is of men, go on,
it will come to naught.
it will come to naught, and we're still standing here today. So if this counsel was of men, we wouldn't be here. We would be overthrown by other people, or we would be arrested. Okay, and if we are arrested, that's because we were being tried by the Lord. The Lord is trying us. That's the only reason. But we're gonna come back out here and we're gonna teach the word of Yahweh about Shema Shah. And it's nothing going to change. Go on. Matter of fact, brother, read your favorite scripture. Okay.
But if it be of the Most High, he cannot overthrow it.
Bang, there you go.
Less happily ye found even to be fighting against God.
Read that one more time,
But if it be of the Most High,
Right.
he cannot overthrow it.
Right, so if this house be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it, man. You can't destroy what we setting up here. It's what we got about, which is our thing of ours, right? Which is what certain people don't like us saying, right? This is of Yahweh Ba'asham Shah. And can't nobody take us off the street. Okay, you can call 999, you can try to say, oh, I'm gonna try and get you guys on the street. You ain't gonna do nothing. Okay? Because we have the power of the Lord, man. And if you try to go against us, you're gonna be put to death. That's the difference. That's the difference between you guys and us. We are the men of the Lord, and we cannot be touched. And we won't be touched even in the time of Jacob's trouble. Go on.
Less happily ye found even to be fighting against the Most High.
Unless happily you even find yourself fighting against the Most High. Because you're not fighting up against us, you're fighting up against the Lord. And that's what people don't understand. People think we're just regular guys, regular Negroes, hanging out in the street, talking madness about Islam. We're not talking about no Islam. We're not some regular black guys on the street. We are the prophets of God. So when you come before the prophets of God, you better come a certain way. Okay? And they probably arrested the guy that rose up against us down there. I wouldn't be surprised. And see what the Lord can do. The Lord can have it to where a boundary can rise up against us and he get arrested. See that?
The moment described it.
Right.
Just want to get involved because, because police, I'm against it. If he goes to court, they'll call us to go for a thing.
Right.
We ain't got time. We ain't got time for that.
This brother. Tighten it. Tighten it.
See at the front of your head.
Yeah, I got it.
Make it a little bit lower.
No, it's coming up here. Yeah. It just needs to be tightened at the back. There you go. Straight. And I mean, even up to them brothers down there in Oxford Circus, you had one guy try to rise up against them, and somebody got arrested. It wasn't the brothers at the camp that got arrested. It was their friggin' jackasses that got arrested. Okay? Because what these jackasses out here don't understand is that we're the men of God. We're not regular black guys out here talking crap. Go on, brother. Oh yeah, you know the one where it says, "Thy teacher shall not be removed to any corner you go." That's the I think it's Isaiah 30:14, I believe. You know where it's at. You come in the shade, come in the
Isaiah 30 and 20. And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity,
we are going through adversity right now. Go on.
and the water of affliction,
The water of affliction, go on.
yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Right, we're not going to be removed into any corner. We're going to still be here, still standing here, right? Like nothing ever happened. Go on.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Right, and thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and you're going to see us live and direct if you're outside, or you're going to see us on the YouTube. But we'll always be here. And we'll be here until the very end, until this society goes through an economic crash. That's how long we're going to be here. And once that happens, we're not going to be here no more. You understand? So, man can't take us out of the street. Only the Lord can. Okay, man don't have no power. A bar drinker, a loser, a bar drinker has no power over whether the men of the Lord should be on the streets or not. Okay? The Lord has the power. Go on, brother. And the Lord has the power to destroy these